This is a tutorial on how to do the recital hair. The things that you will need for this tutorial is the Got To Be Glued hairspray or extra freeze hairspray. You'll need a smoothing comb and a comb or a rat tail comb or something to part with. And you'll need the donut bun maker, one of these spongy ones. And then you'll either need hair ties, just your basic hair tie, or you can use rubber bands if your hair tends to slip. And then you'll also need some hairpins, so you're going to need some bobby pins, just normal bobby pins like this. You're also going to need some of these hairpins. They're also called U-pins. You can find them a lot of different places. You can get them at Sally Hansen's or like Walgreens. But you'll need these for the bun. So to start off, you're going to brush out your dancer's hair. And once it's all brushed out, you're going to want to part it along their left eye. So their left. So when you're standing behind them, it will be your left too. So you're going to take it from the middle of their eyebrow and part it back. And just make a nice part right there. And then make sure it's straight. So you're going to want a part right there down the middle of their eyebrow, following into their hair. So once you get the part, then you can spray along the part with your hairspray to make sure that you don't get any flyaway hairs. And then you can use your smoothing comb to smooth out the hair. And then you're going to want to spray all the baby hairs at the front of your dancer's head. So just make sure to spray all these hairs and slick it back. For this hairstyle, it will be going down along to their right ear. So again, when you're standing behind them doing their hair, it will be your right too. So you're going to want to slick the hair down to a side pony on the right side. So you're going to want to add some hairspray. You can also use the Paul Mitchell Firm Style hairspray in the type Freeze and Shine, but I would also use freeze spray. This is just an extra thing that you can use. So just spritz it all over the hair, and then take your smoothing brush and just start smoothing all of the hair and start combing it to the right side. For this hairstyle, you're going to want to have the hair as sleek and as flat to the head as possible. You don't want to have to pin a lot of bumps down at the end with bobby pins, so you're going to want to try to comb out all of the frizz and all of your bumps while you are sleeking your hair. So what I like to do is I like just to spray the top of the head at first, and then just slick down the hair just to make sure that all your frizz gets slicked down before you even move to the ponytail. For this dancer, I'll be using the real rubber bands because they stick in the hair a lot better and they're not going to slip out. So I'm going to start combing behind and make sure that the hair doesn't cover the ear on the right side. So you're going to want to pull it away and have the hair behind the ear. You don't want it in front like this. And again, over on the right side, you might need to add some more hairspray. Alright, and then you can start moving towards the ponytail. So you're going to start by gathering all the hair. And don't forget any pieces or any baby hairs because you don't want to leave out anything that you're going to have to bobby pin in the end. So again, right now I'm just using this Freeze and Shine Super Spray from Paul Mitchell. And you can also use the Got to Be Glued, but this Paul Mitchell hairspray is easier to move the hair with, and the Got to Be Glued is good for it to stay. So you can add the Got to Be Glued at the end, or you can use it all the way through the hairstyle. So right now I'm just slicking the hair, making sure that there's no bumps. And we're just going to start moving it to the right side. And you're going to want to make sure that the underneath of their hair is also sprayed a lot. So you're just going to want to spray under their head to make sure that you catch all of the baby hair as well. Now the ponytail is going to be a side pony, so you're going to want to try to get it as close behind the ear as possible on the right side. So you're going to want to get it as close to the back of the ear as you can. So you're going to want to try to move it over there, and again, still smoothing it out and making the hair nice and sleek while you do that. So then once you feel like you're in a good spot to position the ponytail, again, just keep spraying the hair and moving it all to the side to make sure you don't have any bumps or flyaway hairs. So then once you've gotten all of your hair smoothed out and everything is looking great, then you can start putting in the ponytail. But again, make sure you have all of the hair that you can possibly get and that the head is as smooth as possible. And try to tie the pony as close to the back of the ear as possible. And when you tie the pony, you're probably going to get some hairs that frizz up around the ponytail. But that's okay because the bun will mostly cover it and we can always just spray them down. So next, now that you're done doing your sleeked ponytail, you're going to move on to adding the bun. You're going to want to use the donut bun maker for this particular hairstyle. So you're going to want to match the donut to your dancer's hair color and to the length of their hair. There are two sizes of donut bun available. There's a smaller size and a larger size. If your dancer has longer, thicker hair, I suggest getting the longer size. But if your dancer has shorter, thinner hair, I suggest getting the smaller. So what you're going to do is you're going to stick your two fingers into the center of the donut right here. And you're just going to pull all your dancer's hair through the bun like you're threading it. Then you're going to have your dancer tip their head to the side, and you're going to split the hair in half. You're just going to kind of drape it over the bun maker and just see where it kind of falls into place. You're just going to want to kind of free fall it. Once you have situated the hair in a place where no net can be seen, you're going to take your rubber band or whatever you're using to pull your dancer's hair back. You're going to pull it over the bun, and then trying to keep the bun as smooth as possible. So you might have to pull on some of the hair to keep it smooth. You're just going to wrap it around twice. But if your dancer has the larger donut bun, you might only need to wrap it once. So your bun should look relatively slick, but we're also going to take our Got To Be Glued freeze spray at this stage, and we're just going to spray the bun. And we're going to take our finger from the center and smooth it out to make sure all the frizz gets smoothed out and not in to make a bunchy mess. Next, you can kind of divide your dancer's hair into sections after the bun is in place. So just where the hair falls is just where you're going to kind of divide it out. Just separate it so you can see where it is. Next, you're going to get out your pins, your U-pins that look like this. They're open on the end. You're just going to get out those, and you're going to start wrapping the hair. So you're just going to take, this is what works the best for me, is if I just take little sections of hair like this. Again, make sure you're not missing anything, and just make sure that all little flyaway hairs are accounted for. So what you're going to want to do is just take little sections of hair like this, and you're just going to spray it with some of your hairspray to make sure there aren't any flyaways on it. So you're just going to smooth that with your hands, and then I think what works best is you're going to start to twist it. You're just going to twist it up. Then once it's twisted, it's pretty thin, but that's okay because we have a lot of hair to work with. And then you're just going to wrap it around the bun. Then where it ends, just going to take a pin and stick it in. And then you can add some more pins around that hair. The more pins, the better, because the more stable your dancer's bun will be. When you slide the pin into the head, make sure that one point of the pin is sticking in the bun maker, as well as going into the hair that you are trying to pin onto the head, so that it definitely stays. Then you can grab another section. At this point, once you're about halfway done with wrapping the hair, you're going to want to start wrapping in the opposite direction. It is okay if the bun comes a little bit off of the dancer's head. It's going to be hard to avoid that. So when you're done, you can just add any pins. And then, once you're done, you can take your freeze spray of your choice, or you can take your Got to Be Glued. I'm going to use a little bit of both to finish off the hairstyle. At this point, you can also use some regular bobby pins if needed in the bun, just to capture some flyaways. And then for the rest of the head, you can use your blasting freeze spray